If you're anything like me in Escape from Tarkov, well, then you suck. And as a result, watching guides on how to level up quickly in Tarkov leaves you feeling alienated and more frustrated than Kevin Spacey when he sees a packet of Twinkies. But fear not, because in today's Escape from Tarkov tips and tricks video, I'm going to show you how you can level up quickly in Tarkov, even if you don't have like 8, 12, 18, 24 hours a day to play like some of the big streamers do. Now, obviously, look, this is all relative and there is no replacement for just spending a lot of time playing the game. Like, if you have no life and you can play Escape from Tarkov 24/7, well, you're going to level pretty damn quickly. However, this guide is going to be for you, the person who's working a full-time job. Maybe you've got a family and you don't have time to just sit there and grind. Well, I've got some tips for you. Now, the first thing that I want to talk to you about is waiting at the beginning of a raid. Now, this might sound a little bit ratish, and to be honest, well, it is. The thing is, the beginning of the raid, the first 10-15 minutes is always going to be the most hectic. And if you want to level up quickly, your best bet is going to be to survive, especially in the early wipe when, to be honest, some of the timers to get into a raid can be upwards of 15-20 minutes themselves. That means that if you get into a raid and after 5 minutes you're getting shot and getting sent back to your stash, you got to set up your loadout again, and then you're back into another 15-20 minute queue. You could be wasting upwards of like half an hour of every hour. That's why I'm telling you guys that when you spawn into a game, just sit in a bloody bush. Sit in a bush for like 5-10 minutes and wait for that early raid madness to just pass you by. What this is going to allow you to do is actually move through the map unpredictably, because a lot of people will be expecting you at different times in the raid. And as a result, this is going to allow you to stay in the raid much longer. And when you stay in the raid much longer, you get more opportunities for more XP. For example, the longer the raid goes on, the more scavs spawn in. Scavs are easy kills, and if you couple the kills with actually working towards headshots with the scavs, this is going to give you like 300 XP per kill. And when you're waiting longer in the raid, you're not having to worry about other people being in the raid with you as much, because let's be honest, in the early wipe, people are going in, getting quests done, and then getting out. So by like 20 minutes into the raid is going to be dead, and you're going to be able to get loads of kills on scavs and loads of XP. But on top of this, in this next patch, basically there's going to be randomized loot. This means that you no longer have to rush for the high loot, high tier areas, because the loot is going to be much more random. This allows you that time to sit in the bush, because you know that not all of the good loot in the map is going to be hoovered up by the chads that just run in straight away. This allows you to check the peripheries of the map and check other spots that may not have been looted yet, allowing yourself that breathing room and more space to just loot, find your quest items, and then as the raid goes on a bit longer, you'll be able to go and get Jaeger's Note. You'll be able to go and get the pocket watch with little to no resistance. Honestly, this is going to be the best way that you can level up quickly in Escape from Tarkov, and it's no contest, just as long as you don't mind sitting out the first 5 to 10 minutes of a raid. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is thinking ahead whilst looting. So many people, when they first start playing the game, go in, grab as much loot as they can, get out, vendor it, get some money, get some better gear, go in, get as much loot as they can, get out, vendor it, without any thought or care as to what they're actually vendoring. Now look, there's a great resource on the wiki, I'm not going to go over it all, but basically it tells you what items you're going to need, and then it will be highlighted in green which of those you need to have found in raid. This means that just by having a glance at it when you pick something up, you'll be able to tell if you're going to need that item within like the next 10 levels. This means that when you get those tasks unlocked where you need those specific items, you'll be able to hand them in straight away and not get stuck on those items. A great one, for example, is the 15 Tushonka you need for therapist. Sometimes this can take me ages because I just don't think about it. When I pick up one of those little bastards, I eat it straight away because I'm a fat pig, and then when it comes to actually finding 15, it's a bloody slog actually having to actively look for all 15 at the same time. However, if from day one of the wipe you're picking up every single one that you find, then this means that when it comes to unlocking that quest, you'll be able to complete it almost instantaneously, thus allowing you to level up much quicker. And that's just one example. There are literally hundreds of quests like this whereby you need to think about what you have in your stash so that you can use it straight away when you get the specific quests unlocked. And then finally, I do just want to say that I really think that you should at least play like 30 to 40% of your raids solo. The main reason for this being is A, you need to learn how to play solo anyway, because that means you're going to be able to play on your own when your teammates aren't online, therefore giving you more time to play the game and therefore making you level up quicker, but also it gives you the chance to just take the game at your own pace. I play with like 5 or 6 different people, all of which have their own playstyle, and when you're playing with 2, 3 or even 4 of them, it can all get hectic, and a lot of the time the one with the loudest voice leads. However, if you take your time and play on your own, not only are you going to be able to get a much better grip of the game, but you're going to be able to survive a lot more. And also, if you find like a Salua, well, it's all yours. You don't have to worry about which one of your friends has only got one of the 3 found, or which one has got 2, and maybe you should have that one because he found one last raid. There's none of that. Whatever you find is absolutely yours. And whilst we talk about that, if you are playing with a group and you find a quest item, if it has to be found in raid, unless it's something really good like a GPU, make sure you don't gamma it. Make sure you don't put it in your secure container. This way, if you die and your friend survives, he'll be able to loot it off you, meaning that if he finds one in the next raid, he'll be able to let you have it and vice versa. The thing is, it's your reflex to put that third Salua in your bum when you find it because you've been looking for it for so long. But realistically, what is that actually achieving? When you die, all you're going to have is just a full Salua that you can take out of the raid with you. However, if it's in your bag and your buddy can take it up and he can complete his task, then that means that the next 3 or 4 that you find can be yours or your other friends, and everyone can progress together. And whilst we're on the topic of playing solos, if you do want to know how you can get over that solo anxiety, I do have a video that I will link down in the description. But anyway, that's it from me today, guys. I really hope you found some of these tips useful. I'm Joel. Peace.